All right. To thank everyone for joining us on February 2nd. Happy February to everyone for our Legacy Lifestyle Monday update overview. Today is going to be a little bit of a different presentation, kind of just going to go over the flow of the Legacy Lifestyle website because right now we're in process of updating the PowerPoint with the flow of everything and some of the changes. So what I want everybody to understand is, with Legacy Lifestyle, this is a community-based opportunity. That's all community-driven. All the Legacy Lifestyle 10 by 10 blocks that are available for each digital asset crypto DO banking opportunity have been vetted thoroughly by our experts. So there's 4 available opportunities as of tomorrow. If you're listening to this call, I'd highly recommend joining our 9 p.m. Eastern call tomorrow night. You can get the information inside the Discord group. Our expert, Bob, will be coming in to launch that exciting opportunity. For those of you that are on the call today, I will be putting a message in there that you can pre-register. And if you're interested and to see the information and reserve your 10 by 10 slot before the group or many that will be getting this tomorrow. So if you want to reserve that prior to tomorrow's call, obviously that's a huge advantage as well. So you will have the ability today on the call. Also, you can inbox message me on Discord if you'd like it prior to the call. So that's incentive I'm giving those that come on the calls and make an effort. So with that, just going to today kind of go over the flow of the website, some of the changes you'll be seeing here over the next week to make this easier for yourself to understand, make it easier to invite others. I mean, this is really a simple concept. Once you understand it, it's like, get your people here, join for a minimum of $100 and let your money work for you. I mean, that's really the goal. And as you get your returns, you build yourself up in each one. But this is where anyone we would take, we would want them to start. Explains each block is really meant for your money to work for you 24/7, 365. So we're teaching you how to hopefully work like a bank in time. So when you come to the site, first thing everybody should do is start on the starting point. This really tells the story on, hey, this is the simple path to the Legacy Lifestyle. So each section is going to explain, hey, this is easy. You just can use your phone. Some of the opportunities you can, go through them on your computer, but most of the stuff can be done on your phone. You don't have to have experience here. That's a big thing. We're going to continue to bring education to help people understand digital assets and crypto, but you don't need to know anything. If you can follow directions and register correctly, you can be very successful at this. But also, I want to put a disclaimer, nothing's guaranteed. Your effort is going to kind of show you where you go. But the beauty of the 10 by 10 is that as long as you get registered and get your position in time, you have the ability for the community to help you build your 10 and so on. But this is really built for anyone of all ages, churches, nonprofits, business owners, sports teams, the underbanked and underserved. There's many people globally that are underserved. So those are things that there's opportunity is endless here. We have people like myself. I have an account for my dog. Other people have done, and we have other people that are building legacies for those that have passed away. So because this is decentralized, some of the opportunities give you the ability to do that. But this is really our 3-block strategy. We have our AI digital assets, we have our DeFi banking block, and then we have our digital ownership. So a variety of different blocks that over time, the whole goal over the next 12 months, when you start, is to work with the community. So our goal is to help you potentially grow to 5-figure of assets or more, as well as grow potentially monthly earnings with your digital assets. But this just helps you choose your vision. This helps somebody get started depending on their budget. We help guide them depending on their budget. So if somebody comes in and they don't have $100, we're going to steer them towards the launch pad. Somebody comes in and they have 100 to 500, we're going to help steer them to the assets that we would recommend within that range. So as the volume of funds that you have increase, we're going to help guide you if you so choose. You can choose which way you want to go. We're just going to give you the recommendations. And you're going to see that block qualifier is going to change a little bit over the next couple of weeks to add in our new digital asset, but also just continue to accelerate. So the whole goal is that we have people coming on here, they understand the information, and they submit their information to get their link and start their journey. And then for you, if you haven't yet, the vetting group will be launching here very soon in February. This gives you the ability to test new opportunities in the future and get rewarded for that as well. So that's kind of the first tab, where somebody starts when they come here. And then after that, really is the most important one out of all of them is the block reservation tab. So this is how somebody say, well, where do I go? How do I get started? Well, this is the journey that you get started in the digital asset, the 10 by 10 block reservation. So this is where you would start with your first block. So in block 1, we have 1A and 1B. Both of these assets are AI automated growth earnings. So in Lumex, which some of us on this call are on this today, depending on what you put in, you're going to get you have a 7-day or up to a 360-day contract. So it's an AI contract. Depending on what range you do, you get daily earnings. So for example, if you do the 360-day contract, that's going to give you around 1% a day. So for example, if you put in the most popular 1,000, you're going to be seeing around $10 a day. It actually shows up in your wallet that you have access to it. It's not held somewhere. It is now money that you get every single day. So when you look at that opportunity, that's probably one of our favorite ones right now because it's that now instant, you see it working. So the whole goal is to get somebody started in that, because when they see, hey, some people put in 100, they see that $1 a day. Now they're excited to want to potentially put in more. So we kind of guide you here. Hey, starting point minimum is 100. Optimal, to start if you have it is 1,000. And then the elite 3,000, enterprise 10,000. Why move up? Because it increases your earnings, but also increases your community earnings as well. So in Lumex, the more that you get, the more that your personal liquidity increases, the bigger your potential returns in the community as we grow the 10 by 10 under you can increase as well. So the whole goal is, hey, start minimum 100, but in time you want to work and use your returns to grow that personal liquidity to $10,000 or more. That way, when you get to that enterprise area, you are maximizing your returns. And then we got Polar Tensor. Again, I'm just going to touch on that briefly. I don't want to. We do have the link available. Like I said, I'm going to share that in the comments after this call. But our expert call will be tomorrow night, Tuesday, at 9 p.m. Eastern. Similar to Lumex, but different. It is an AI trading platform as well. It only trades Monday through Friday. Some exciting things about this one is that your principal is protected by insurance. So, you're not handcuffed. There's less risk. You can pull your money out at any time. There is a small 10% fee if you want to pull your money back out. But starting point with that one, very similar, 100. But as you grow, there's you get a bigger percentage of shared profits. So that's you'll notice some of the differences. Well, when you go to 2,000, 25,000, 100,000, as you grow, your percentage of profits goes from 50-50 down to 40-60. So you're sharing more of your profits as you increase your personal liquidity. So exciting. Both are exciting opportunities. These are why we pick these two to start, because it gives you the ability to not only diversify yourself, but you have two opportunities where one, you're going to see your earnings daily. The other one, you're gonna have earnings daily, but you're gonna get them every Friday. So payday's on Friday for Polar Tensor. So just two exciting opportunities that I think can help us grow very fast, generate the community earnings that we're hoping for. They're going to accelerate us in block 2 and block 3. So for those that want to see more information on these, when you go to the Lumex setup guide. So every opportunity in the Legacy Lifestyle group is going to look like this. So the setup guide is going to be the information with all the videos as well. So we're going to keep everything in one tab so it's easier to understand. As you can see here, you can go here. Hey, I want to learn more about Lumex. What do I do? Well, here's a slide deck. And then you go down and you got the video tutorials. Now we have our Lumex expert overview. Just on Lumex, just an FYI, a week from Tuesday, we're going to have our experts, Doug and Steve, come back on and do an update. There's some nice updates, exciting updates about Lumex that are coming in the near future. So we're going to do an update call a week from Tuesday. But this gives you an opportunity to understand the opportunity, what it is, and then we have the complete setup guide under that. So somebody wants to get set up, they go through some screenshots, and they get all set up there. So that's kind of the Lumex setup. And so again, all that information is right on the, now you want to learn about Polar Tensor, you click on there, opens up, has videos there for you to see. Right there is where you can request your next available block position, go through the videos, and we'll be, again, after tomorrow night, that video recording will be on here, and we'll continue to add information as we go as well. So just exciting. And our whole goal is to make this easier and easier for people to understand that literally people are coming in just to click their order. So then, so in each setup guide, you have the ability to request the next available spot. And then now we have that here as well. So when you click on that, it opens up, asks for your name, your B&B address. That's a way for us to track and see that you are in there. And then your inviter name. That's very important because if your inviter wants to be part of this, we want to try to keep you grouped together unless you don't have any interest in being grouped together with your referrer. It's your choice. So that's kind of for the first block, 1A and 1B. That's how you get set up there. Then we go into block number 2, which is our community choice of Wi-Fi. And again, there with the banking services now, we do have a 2-for-1. So if you register in any of block 1, whether it's 1A or 1B or both, you can get a free block for Wi-Fi in there if you don't have one already. We highly recommend that. You should only focus on one position because in time you want to maximize that and get your personal liquidity up to 3,000 or more. So you're maximizing your total earnings within your group. If you're trying to balance out between two, not that we wouldn't let you, it's your choice. We just don't recommend it because you really want to get that position maximized to 3,000 or more. That's exciting as the banking services are coming very soon. That's really going to help that skyrocket potential earnings when that launches globally. 250 is advanced, but again, optimal is 1,000 in this one. So the whole goal is, start from the beginning as your liquidity increases, you add to hopefully get yourself to enterprise in each of the opportunities. In addition to that, there'll be some links available with our DeFi banking solutions. That's where Bankus comes in, and our Velocity Bank Network, which is very close to getting up and running. I have seen the website. I have seen the PowerPoints. It looks slick. Bill's put a lot of work in this. Excited for that to get launched. And once that gets going, it's really going to accelerate our block 10 by 10 with the Legacy Lifestyle as well. So again, this is getting updated as we speak. We're putting a new page in. So I'm hoping within the next 24 to 48 hours, you will see a setup guide in here for Wi-Fi with how to reserve your block. That button's not working yet. And then the same thing with block number 3, which is our digital asset ownership. This is our Bellator participation levels. We are now launching this week. Prior to this week, we said you had to have 1,200 to reserve a node, but we actually have changed that with some of the things that we've learned. And you can actually buy a $100 package of the platform tokens within Bellator to get started. So if you do that, we actually will now give somebody a free block link to get in the 10 by 10 block system. So that's a huge advantage, especially long term with some of the things that are happening with Bellator over the next 3 to 6 months. The potential is those tokens could drastically increase, which would give you the extra cash flow in time to buy a node or use that for some of the other platforms. But same concept, optimal is 1,200 if you have it, but you can start and lock in your position as little as $100. But the whole goal long term is to get up to buy more nodes to get up to enterprise level. So that's the 3 different blocks that are available. Again, those links will be working here hopefully this week within the next 24 to 48 hours because we just actually I just sent those edits in this morning. But then just important things to know: if somebody doesn't have the funds or they're not ready to reserve yet, they'll be able to start in the launch pad. So that's also button's not working yet. You guys have seen it in the previous PowerPoints. Um, what the Launchpad consists of is other ways to help generate cash flow so you can accelerate your growth in Legacy Lifestyle. So number one, you're going to have the Velocity Bank Network platform. Number two, you're going to have the expense reduction and the insurance services. Highly recommend if you're in the United States that you take advantage of those services. I did find out last week that it is only available in the United States, so not in Canada. But Carmen, one of our members, just took advantage of that, and she saved over $1,000 on bills she's already paying. So that's important to understand because that's something that you're already doing. She didn't have to change, and now she's generating extra cash flow that she can put in her digital asset journey. So I've had members save. I had a member in Texas. That's one of our members save over $4,000. But what if that was you? That's now money that you can actually use to accelerate your digital asset journey. The third one is funding. A lot of members are trying to take advantage of that with our expert, Eric, teaching you how to potentially set up an LLC, get your credit to where it needs to be to not only, literally become an entrepreneur and use your money to maybe fund other business ideas, but also help fund your digital asset journey. Because if you do qualify for funding, you can get a lot of their platforms are able to get you 0% financing for 12 to 24 months, which gives you the opportunity to accelerate your journey in your digital asset journey if you so choose. We also have the Friday drawings, which got, I think, 4 winners that I'm following up with today to get their accounts funded. So, we've given away $100 contracts, which you have the choice to use them in which one you want, whether it's in LoomX or in Polar Tensor right now. So as this continues to grow and our group grows, those drawings will get more people and potentially bigger dollars because you can win up to $1,000 a year. We also are in the launch pad. Trying to think what else we have. Oh, we have the vetting group. And then very soon we will have community capital rewards. So this is a new one that I will be hopefully launching this week. Community capital rewards gives you the ability. It could change over time, but right now gives you the ability. We have a very unique recovery for fire stations, firefighters in the U.S. So by referring a firefighter, this is not cold, it's got to be warm. By referring somebody if we're able to help that fire station get a recovery, you could get up to potentially $250 in USDT rewards per firefighter. So, for example, I'm working with a fire station right here in the area I'm at, and they have 100 firemen, 99, let's just call it 100. So if that was referred by you, take 250 times 100 when we're able to help them. Once that is completed, which is going to be in the future, once the recovery's completed, you would receive 250 times 100, or however many that could be. Secondly, there is going to be a second community capital rewards, which is going to be around restaurants and salons that accept tips. One of our experts on one of our other organizations, there's recoveries where salons and restaurants can go back 3 years and get a specific recovery on tips. It's called a tax tip recovery. So same thing, if you go and fill out the information, maybe you know a salon owner, maybe you know a restaurant owner, and you refer and we're able to help them, and the recovery is $10,000 or more, you're going to get $1,000 in USDT rewards once that's complete, once they receive their money. So just some other unique ways that we're going to be bringing to the table to help you and others potentially generate those type of rewards to accelerate you and get you in to your journey. So let's go back to homepage here. So that reservation tab is really the most important part. Then the 10 by 10 block strategy. I am working on a PowerPoint right now to continue to help all of you understand this. This is how you access it. You'll see some changes over the next week with the order we're going to be changing around as well. But this is really your roadmap for yourself. So as you register, that roadmap is yours to say, okay, hey, I'm starting today, whatever my start date is. How do I get myself to where I want to be in 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 years? Follow the roadmap. And your whole goal in the 10 by 10 strategy is to work with the community to fill your block of 10. So some people might fill out 10, some people might fill out 0. And then the community is going to help you fill out those 10. So you might have invited 2 people and the community fills the other 8. But your whole goal is to fill your block of 10 in each block. So whether it's Lumex, whether it's Bellator, whether it's Wi-Fi, whether it's Polar Tensor, each block is separate. So if you enter one, that does not mean you're in the other 3. It's not until you reserve your block with a 10 by 10 community block link. So once you're reserved, your goal then is to follow your roadmap and get your 10 reserved. Once your 10 are linked to your block link, take your link and throw it away. Think of it like that. Now your job is to help your 10 fill their 10 through the community. So once you fill out your 10 by 10, you are off and running. If everybody just focuses on that, okay, hey, I gotta put my 10 in, and then I'm gonna put their 10 in, 10, 100,000. That's how it grows over time. But your whole focus is just focus on your block, and the community will help you with that. So you're not out there. You can share it with other people. That's what we recommend, but you don't have to. But as we have these stories, as we grow, as we launch the email list, it's going to be much easier for you to invite others and bring them to call. So the 10 by 10 just kind of explains that all right there. So just educate yourself as you can there. And then the launch pad, like I said, that should be up and running this week. And then we got the resources. If you can't find something and it's not in resources, please let me know. But everything is getting added into the resources, the academy, more educational materials. So everything that we have, there'll be a frequently asked questions in here. There's going to be a chat bot here and soon. So that's really the exciting part is this week is going to be a very big week with the new one launching tomorrow. Just go into there quick. So I'm going to put this in the comments. So those that are on the call, they can get registered if they would like and start learning more about it. But this is the new one that we'll be going over with our expert tomorrow night. It explains what Polar Tensor is and how it is an AI-powered trading platform. So for those of you listening to this, you can send me a message on Discord. I will actually probably post it in the Discord group as well, just so everybody has that. So with that, we're going to stop the recording, but first I'll just make some announcements. So again, tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern, Polar Tensor expert call. Invite everyone you know, because lots of people are going to want to join this one. It's only $100. And when you know it's protected, that principal is protected by insurance, it gives people the confidence that, a whole lot less risk. Could something still happen? Maybe. But that is a huge comfort to know that, many of us have put money in opportunities before and lost money. To know that it's potentially backed by insurance gives you the comfort to know that, you at least put in $100 or more. In addition to that, as we launch our email list this week, it's going to be, I feel like both Polar Tensor and Lumex are going to take off because that's going to be my selling point. Hey, what do you got to lose? $100 here. Some people spend $100 at a restaurant. What if I could show you how to take that $100 and turn it into another 100 every 100 days? That's really the concept. And then as the community grows, it's going to grow faster and faster. And then don't forget, Friday is our Friday drawings. If you haven't registered yet, get in the resources and register for the Friday drawing. And we'll be drawing on Friday again for a couple winners on some contracts. So with that, we're going to stop the recording for today.